North Korea, often called the Hermit Kingdom, remains one of the world's most mysterious and tightly controlled countries. Its secrecy and isolation make it a magnet for adventurous travelers seeking a rare glimpse behind the curtain. The country is known for grand military parades, political tension, and stories that only deepen its enigma. Visiting North Korea isn't a typical holiday. Every moment is orchestrated, and you're a guest on their terms. Tourism here is a form of soft diplomacy, but it also raises ethical questions about where your money goes. The experience is like stepping into a time capsule, with Cold War aesthetics and ideologies on full display. Anyone considering a trip must understand, you're entering a highly controlled environment, not free to explore at will. Preparation, respect, and constant awareness are essential for anyone venturing into this enigmatic nation. This is not just travel. It's an immersion into a world rarely seen, demanding both curiosity and caution. Entering North Korea in 2026 is only possible through an official pre-arranged group tour. Independent travel is strictly forbidden. Specialized agencies, mostly based in China, coordinate with North Korean authorities to handle your visa, itinerary, and every detail. Most tours start in Beijing, with travel to Pyongyang by air Koryo or train via Dandong. Not everyone is eligible. South Koreans are barred, and restrictions for Americans and journalists may apply. Always check current advisories. Your group will be assigned 2 North Korean guides and a driver, who accompany you everywhere. These guides are both chaperones and the official face of the state, ensuring you see only what's permitted. There's no opportunity for solo exploration or unsupervised interaction. From arrival to departure, your experience is curated, and your freedom of movement is entirely relinquished. This is the unbreakable contract of North Korean tourism. You are an observer on a state-managed stage. Strict rules govern every aspect of your visit, and breaking them can have serious consequences. Show absolute respect for the leaders, Kim Il-sung, Kim Jong-il, and Kim Jong-un, especially when handling images or visiting monuments. Photography is tightly controlled. Only take photos where and when your guides allow. Forbidden items include religious texts, critical foreign media, and GPS devices. Your luggage will be searched. Interactions with locals are limited and always supervised. Spontaneous conversations or gift-giving are not allowed. Political discussions or criticism of the regime are strictly off-limits. Assume you're always being monitored and keep opinions to yourself until you leave. Past tourists who broke the rules have faced detention and harsh penalties. Be a model guest, polite, respectful, and attentive to your guide's instructions. Your safety and that of your guides depends on your compliance. In North Korea, your visit is a privilege, not a right. North Korean tours showcase monumental architecture and revolutionary history, all reinforcing the state's narrative. Key stops include the Monsu Hill Grand Monument, Juche Tower, and the Victorious Fatherland Liberation War Museum. The Kumsusan Palace of the Sun, a mausoleum for the country's leaders, is the most solemn sight, with strict dress codes and protocol. Excursions may include the demilitarized zone, the ancient city of Kaesong, and Mount Myeohyang's International Friendship Exhibition. Every site is immaculate and politically significant, from the ornate Pyongyang metro to model schools and factories. If you're lucky, you might witness the mass games, a massive display of synchronized gymnastics and dance. Each stop is carefully selected to impress upon visitors a vision of strength, unity, and pride. The tour is less about discovery and more about experiencing a curated national story. Every moment is part of a larger, meticulously crafted narrative. North Korean tours are all-inclusive but far from cheap, with prices set by the state and paid up front to your tour operator. A 4 to 5 day trip costs around 1,500 euros. Longer tours can exceed 2,000 euros. The fee covers transport from Beijing, visa, accommodation, meals, guides, and all official site visits. Extras include drinks, souvenirs, and tips for your guides and driver. Bring cash in euros, yuan, or dollars, as cards and ATMs are useless. The North Korean won is off-limits to tourists. Optional activities like circus shows or hotel upgrades cost extra and must be paid in foreign currency. Budget carefully. Once inside, you can't access more funds. The reliance on cash highlights the country's economic isolation. Your experience is managed, your spending controlled, and your role as a visitor strictly defined. In North Korea, Even your wallet is part of the script. North Korea presents a polished, state-approved image: grand monuments, spotless streets, and model citizens. Pyongyang is a showcase city, not representative of the country as a whole. Glimpses of rural poverty are rare and fleeting, seen only from a train window, never on the official tour. All interactions are staged. Guides, staff, and performers are chosen for their roles and trained to give official answers. Spontaneous contact with ordinary citizens is forbidden, keeping the real North Korea out of reach. You're an observer, separated by layers of control and performance. The tour hides political dissent, hardship, and the realities reported by human rights groups. What you see is a carefully constructed narrative of prosperity and unity. The true story remains just out of sight. Visiting North Korea carries real risks. Political tensions can escalate suddenly, and embassies have limited power to help. The greatest danger comes from breaking local laws, which are enforced harshly and arbitrarily. Even minor infractions like unauthorized photos or disrespect can lead to detention. The tragic case of Otto Warmbier is a stark warning. Ethical concerns are also significant. Your money supports the regime, raising questions about complicity. If you go, choose a reputable agency, follow all rules, and avoid sensitive topics. Pack carefully, stay alert, and maintain a respectful, low profile at all times. Responsible behavior is your best protection in this tightly controlled environment. In North Korea, caution isn't optional, it's essential. Should you visit North Korea? The answer is deeply personal and far from simple. The experience is unique, an orchestrated performance where you're both audience and participant. You'll witness grand spectacles and a society sealed off from the world, but at the cost of your freedom and with ethical dilemmas in tow. The tour leaves you with more questions than answers, and the reality of ordinary life remains hidden. This is not a trip for relaxation or spontaneity. It's an intense, thought-provoking journey into a powerful state narrative. Research thoroughly, reflect on your motivations, and weigh the risks and responsibilities. Whether you go or not, North Korean tourism is a case study in image control and the limits of access. For those who do visit, it's a lesson in narrative power and the gap between appearance and reality. The decision is yours alone. In the end, North Korea challenges not just what you see, but how you see the world.